Revising is the fourth phase of the writing process. The word revise comes from Latin, and it literally means to look back. In the writing process, revising can be defined as looking back with a fresh perspective on a draft document and making changes and corrections to better achieve the purpose and communicate with the audience. So let's look at this definition for a minute. The first thing to note is that you're looking with a fresh perspective. It's a different mindset. So in the drafting phase, you had a creative mindset. But in the revising phase, you have a critical mindset. It's a different way of thinking that requires you to take a step back and see the writing with different eyes. To do this, it's a good idea to put the draft aside. For a formal document, it's best to leave it for a day or two. Then you can come back to it thinking critically instead of creatively. Looking at this definition, you can also see that you're going to make corrections during revising, like fixing punctuation, grammar, sentence structure, and mechanics like spelling and capitalization, and so on. Proofreading is an important part of revising, but that's not all there is to it, and personally I leave this part to the very end. The other thing that you're going to do in revising is to make changes. Think about your purpose and audience. Does the draft achieve your purpose, and does it communicate effectively for your audience? Look at the organization. Is there a beginning, middle, and end? Is the writing focused and on topic? Is it an appropriate length? Are there parts where you want to move stuff or add or delete? Does the writing flow? Are there places where different wording would be more effective? Look at any external references or quotations. Are they properly cited? Back in the days when writers worked on paper, the draft would probably be double-spaced. Then, during revising, writers would cross things out, write in changes, draw arrows and things like that to move sentences or phrases from one place to another, and so on. Now, although we work mostly with computers now, the process is basically the same. Revising is when you refine your work to make it more effective.